Welcome back to Overstressed. If you've missed episode 2 of Overstressed, feel free to go check it out by clicking on the notification in the top right-hand corner of the screen. For this episode, we're going to be tackling the automation of our farm that we started in our previous episode, almost dying to blazes in the Nether, and even dealing with our very first troll inside of the SMP. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more Create Mod content. But without holding back any further, let's jump into the episode. So, I've been off for a couple days. I could tell considering my entirety of my house has been flipped upside down. That's interesting. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably Lujo did that, if I had to say. So I'm currently messaging in Discord going, hey, minor problem. My house is upside down. I know I'm not the greatest builder, but I don't think I built the house like that. I don't know who has played this prank, but minor problem. I'm the only one on the server currently, and I have little to no food / my resources are destroyed. So, you know, I think I'm going to be robbing some houses for a little bit so that I could stay alive through the night. Yeah, so that happened. It's only episode 3, and I think Lujo and I have been enemies for every single episode so far. However, though, I decided to start borrowing some food supplies from everyone, and DG actually logged online, and we decided to basically team up, go to the Nether, and try to find a blaze while we were waiting for Lujo to log back online.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Do you like my hole in the ground?
Well, here's the subfloor.
Wait, there's a minecart here. What is this? Oh god. Oh no. Well.
Uh-oh.
I've broke.
What was that?
It's a minecart. I guess that's how he moved it. I don't know. I give up.
This is crazy. Do you know when this was done?
I don't know. I was gone for like 3 or 4 days, probably.
Yeah.
And then I log in and I'm like, I don't think I did this. I was like, yeah, no, I definitely didn't do anything like that. And I was like sitting here going, how did he do that? I was like, I know how to rotate things, but I was like, this is on another level of rotating. So I was like, I have no idea, literally no idea. I almost died when I logged in because I was on my second floor. So I fell from my second floor to my basement and like almost died. And I was like, what was that? And I was like...
Well, did you want to head into the Nether or?
Well, I don't have anything at the moment. It's all in my base.
Oh. Do you want to use my stuff? I have stuff to make blaze burners and stuff if you want.
Yes, that would be. Actually, I might be able to snag my blaze burner. It's probably down here. It's an empty one, I think. Or no.
We're out of range. That happens all the time with me.
No worries. I thought I made one. I apparently never made one. Well, looks like I will need to borrow some materials.
And then right here, this is right beyond this is the blaze spawner.
Oh, yes, I already hear them. All right. Thank you. Oh, sorry.
Dang it.
Ah! Oh no! DG just died! Hello! I grabbed your stuff because blazes were everywhere. There. Alright, so I can get you more blaze rods if you need. I got 2 right now. And then
that'd be awesome.
I got a blaze burner as well, but I'm gonna try to kill some more really fast. How many would you like?
Probably just a couple so I can do some potions. Mainly a fire resistance.
Yeah, honestly, especially for this. After gathering a bunch of blaze rods, we decided to hop back into the overworld because Lujo was about to log in, and I was ready to yell at him.
Well, I mean, well, thank you, but I think I still owe you one. Because I actually helped Lujo with this house.
DG.
I have no idea how he did it.
Just gonna place the lava here.
But it was magical to see.
Helped him with the house. helped him with the house. Lujo, I have a bone to pick with you. Get over here. What did you do to my house?
I did nothing.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I interrogated someone, and you know what they said? They worked with you to flip my house. That is what I heard.
Yeah,
That is what I heard.
It's pretty funny. I would
This
say.
is not Skyblock. Can I make a deal with you? So if you help me flip my house back, because you already know that it will not flip back correctly if I do it, I will give you the first set of crops that I harvest from my gigantic farm towards the end of this episode.
I will think about it. So if I'm willing to flip it, I'll do it, and you will need to pay me with those wheats.
So after a Minecraft day long of bargaining, we had come to an agreement. Lujo will flip the house if I can give him a double chest full of wheat. Yeah, I don't know why I decided that much wheat. I think I've gone insane, but whatever. So that means that our next step is to tackle our farm. All right, we are back in the world of Overstressed, and there has been a message placed down, as well as my house has been flipped, but flipped twice because my front door is on the other side, and it's right side up, but it's still in the sky. Oh my. Well, got a nice little message from the man, the myth, the Lujo. And it says, here, I flipped your house. Flipped your house. I'm expecting my wheat. You can review the footage. Footage. I agreed to flip the house. Oh, Lujo. Well, for now, we will have a sky base. It's like Skyblock 2.0 right here. And we're going to work with that for this episode. And maybe we won't get him the full set amount of wheat. We will have to see. He might be only getting half of it until the house returns to ground, so I am no longer living in the sky. Although I appreciate that he's built me a little elevator. I will accept that. All right, so one of the biggest things that I realized I kind of need to do before I can automate anything would be an ore processing system. Because I'm going to need to make rails and things like that they're just going to use a ton of iron. And if I don't have an ore processing system, it's just going to be super annoying. So I think that's going to be our goal. Ore processing system. We're just going to build it underground somewhere in here. Just because this is probably the most active area for the server as far as where I go. And then we might move it in the future, of course, once we do that whole sewer idea and things like that. But we'll do the ore processing system. And then we're going to go work on the farm. Now, one thing that I realized is that I never added Silver Warrior to the wall. He just became a master a couple days ago. So I figured we'll do that now. By the way, Silver and Fenrar, open a ticket on Discord if you want a special message in here. I'm just going to do little hearts underneath. But thank you so much for the, thank you so much for becoming masters and grandmasters and supporting the channel. But yeah, if you want to like a custom message, just open a ticket in Discord. But yeah, I figured we'll steal one of Lujo's signs to do that, and we'll do the comment later in this episode. All right, so ore processing system's actually almost up and running. The one thing we're missing is crushing wheels, which I'm hoping someone has mechanical crafters up and running. I really have no idea if anyone has gotten to that stage, because I don't think I've seen crushing wheels. I don't know. But we're going to hope someone has mechanical crafters up and running, because then we could just use it to get crushing wheels. Washing station set up. We have a press set up. The only thing that we are missing is, I guess, this, because this is going in the wrong direction. But also brass funnels, so that we can, well, like, actually, now that I think about this, pull items into this chest. That would be cobblestone, diamonds, quartz, things like that. And then we need another brass funnel for this depot. Which this little output will fix as soon as I change this belt. But we need brass, of course, which we have our blaze burner, so we can actually create that. Not too difficultly, if that's a word. But we definitely need crushing wheels. Man, English is not my language today. But yeah, so that's our next goal. Crushing wheels, brass funnels, fix the conveyor going in the wrong way. All right, it's been a long journey. Because our base, that's our farm, is all the way down in this area. That's my house, the floating one. We have made it from here all the way up here to Super Turtle's base that he has going all the way up here, which is massive. Now, I'm going to check with him before I showcase any of this because I don't want to spoil things for his episodes. But in summary, he has giant windmills, He has mechanical crafters. I'm going to move this mechanical crafter to a giant windmill for half a second, craft my crushing wheels, and then I'm going to put it back because it's not powered currently, and it looks like he set it up to use not washing wheels, to use water wheels in the past, and he doesn't have that there anymore. So we're just going to move it and then use our crushing wheels. At least hypothetically, that's what we'll be doing. All right, the moment of truth. We'll see if this works, and then we'll move all this stuff back for Mr. Super Turtle. Which, by the way, we need to get a collab in with him. I haven't collabed with him at all yet, but we'll probably collab with him in one of the future episodes, especially once our farm is up and running. But here's the moment of truth. The crushing wheels. Did I remember the recipe correctly is the question. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. And we are good to go. We might be the first people with crushing wheels. Maybe Super Turtle has them up and running, though, because he does have mechanical crafters working. But look at that. Crushing wheels down. All right, so we have our crushing wheels up and running. We have our funnels up and running. I realized they never made filters. Yeah, that's something we need for this. By the way, this looks so cramped, but I've done that just because we just need to process ores, and we can make this look a lot nicer in the future. But you can see we have our crushing wheels. Right here we need a filter. Right here we need a filter. And it looks like we'll be fine on the power side of things because everything is up and running. And filters don't add any, like, overstressing to anything. So we're pretty good. I think after this, I'm going to do a really large mining trip. Just mine as much ores as I possibly can. And then from there, we can then do our farming because we'll have all the materials. And we can actually process all of our ores using our system. So, yeah, that's our goal, at least for now. There we go. Ore processing is up and running. I don't have any ore at all to test this thing. It should work. So we're going to go mining really fast, get as much like different types of ores as we possibly can, and then throw it into the system. Hopefully we can also get rank 30. I believe I checked my diamond pickaxe before, and it's like a fortune 3 enchant, which is actually worse than this processing system. So we're really looking for like a silk touch pickaxe. But we can at least enchant something. But that will then allow us to hopefully get a silk touch in the future, and we can then like do diamonds and things like that with this ore processing system. But this is a really good start. So now next step, mining trip. So I found this gigantic cave thing that someone either made a gigantic drill or did that whole like cobblestone chassis type thing. They haven't grabbed like any of the ores. I think they were just going for like diamonds maybe. But I'm going to be grabbing like all of these ores because I need everything. If I stumble upon diamonds, I'm grabbing those as well. So thank you, whoever did this, maybe Lujo, because I'm stealing all of this stuff. All right, so I may or may not have been recording for the past like 20, 30 minutes. But I've done a lot of mining, as you can see. I also found a nice little dungeon, and I found this all... Ooh, it looks like I can't really use the map. But if you look at my mini-map in the top right-hand corner, you can see there's a big cube kind of in the like top left. Someone like made a huge drill, so I just followed that, mined everything that was inside of there, and then went into this dungeon, and I've started to find like things like this. Of course, diamonds. So we now have 10 diamonds. Tons of iron, tons of redstone, lapis, copper, gold. We also stole a bunch of rails from this area, but we ran into a bunch of cave spiders, so I'm ready to leave. I'm gonna ditch out. I am gonna head basically back to our base and run all of our ores through our ore processing system. All right, we made it back to the lovely ore processing system, so we're gonna test it out now. So all of this iron can be processed, all of the gold can be processed, and the copper can be processed. The redstone, the lapis cannot until we have silk touch, and then we can actually throw it in this system. But this is a beginning, and it's a nice beginning. So we're going to see, look, we already got our first press, our first iron ingot, and of course we got the advancement automated compacting, because we're automating basically compacting with a mechanical press. But I'm going to let this run for a while. I'm going to go ahead and make something diamond, maybe a diamond sword, and just enchant. just so we have another enchant, maybe another diamond pickaxe, so we can fool around with a couple different enchants because we are level 30. And then we can start with our automating of the farm. Ooh, heck yeah. Oh, I'll take that. Bane of Arthropods 4? 5? 4, yes. Unbreaking 3, Fire Aspect 2, Diamond Sword. I will definitely take that. And that means our next enchant is, it looks like an Unbreaking 3 for a diamond pick. We might do that. We just need to, of course, get level 30, but we have a nice Fire Aspect sword, which would be cool, really awesome. A lot of people hate on Fire Aspect. I love it because it's damage over time, so you don't need to constantly be hitting the enemy. If you hit them once, they're just going to start burning. But yeah, awesome sword. Good start to accumulating all of our diamonds, essentially. So I have gathered a ton of materials to build a tractor and then hypothetically be able to automate it so it harvests all of our crops. We will see if I can get that completed, but before we do that, I want to go ahead and showcase the nicest comment from the last episode that we did. And if we go ahead and hang this on up here, it might be a little difficult to see, but you could see, there we go. It's from Adita? Aditya? I think it's Adita. Benzal? I could be completely wrong. But he said, or they said, I've spent my entire lockdown watching this channel. Love the aesthetics of your home. I'm so glad this channel's growing so well. Great to see a channel getting the recognition they deserve. Can't wait to see this where this channel goes from here. Stutters and all. Thank you so much. That was one of the nicest comments I've ever gotten on my channel, so I appreciate it. If anyone is new to watching these videos, you don't know what I'm talking about, every single episode, whoever leaves the nicest comment in basically in the comments, it doesn't even have to be directed at me, it can be completely general, I go ahead and post on my wall, and soon I'll have like a I call it the loving board that will be happening in the future, where I'll just have a list of all these nice comments that are all posted, and you can see that I can bring them right into the game via one of the mods, which is pretty sick. So if you haven't already, leave a comment down below. Hey everyone, I figured I'd speed this up here by just overlaying my voice with editing. This took a long time, but also a lot of my footage actually didn't record properly, so there just was no video. So I basically decided we're just going to go ahead and skip over this part. The only thing you're missing is that I, of course, picked our nicest comment, and then I went to the farm and started building the tractor design, which I will explain whose that is from in a second. But you'll just see the final tractor design, and you get all of the stressed out Rocket 14 to go away, essentially. All right, we have a tractor that's built. Now, there is no harvesters attached to it yet, but that's okay. We're gonna hypothetically maybe work through this. We'll have to see. So this tractor design is not by me, but I have built it in survival. So it's been a minute to find all these items. But the tractor is built. This tractor is Caper's design, actually. She designed the tractor, and then she ended up going on vacation. So I said, hey, I'll build the tractor of your design if you can work on the barn when you get back from vacation. And that was our deal. So this is actually all glued together, which is really nice. And I'm going to walk around. There's one little design thing that I kind of had to figure out on my own because I didn't know how she connected it. And that is this area. We're just not going to talk about this at all. This didn't happen. But if we go to the front, you can see it does look like a tractor. The back looks really nice. I've actually forgotten a block. What was that? I think it's this block. If I can... let me place. There we go. I believe it was that. I could be wrong as well, but... as a whole, it's a nice beginning of a tractor. And theoretically, in the back, I'm gonna drop some fence posts down that are then just gonna be holding harvesters for us. And then this tractor is gonna drive along, harvesting all of our crops, storing them theoretically inside of chests or barrels or something that I'm actually gonna hide a little bit inside of here. And then that's gonna be our tractor. Hypothetically, we'll see what we can pull off. We'll go with that. And then we're going to have a little docking station over here, which will eventually connect to the barn. But we needed to just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then over here. I think it's going to be easier said than done, so we're going to hope for the best. Let's go with that. So it actually works. Works as far as this is all connected together. So I probably just cut all that out, but there was a lot of me trying to pick the machine up. It wasn't working. It wasn't connecting all the blocks, and I was missing glue in certain areas and stuff. So if I show you, if I right-click this, it turns to all of an entity. Doesn't cause much lag, which is kind of surprising considering the amount of glue that was just used on this machine. what I've done here is this doesn't look the prettiest. I'll probably have Capers look at it, but it was basically a way that I could make it so it was actually harvesting in the correct way of what we were looking for. I glitched these guys out, the harvesters, with the fence because they can't be placed on fence posts. So I placed the block, placed the harvester down, broke the block, and placed the fence post down, and then just glued it to the harvesters. That works. And what I've done here is I've actually glued dirt blocks to the bottom of this so that the cart can be running at 1 block below the farmland. Now, I think that will work. We will hope for the best on that standpoint because I don't really know. But that should allow it to traverse around as long as we have rails. And that will be a little bit more interesting. I'll probably cut a lot of that out because this is probably going to take a couple hours to get all of this hooked up. But the main gist is that once it's hooked up, it will harvest crops and then we can deposit it somewhere in this area. So yeah, that's going to be my next step. It works. So I can't believe that actually works. I was ready for it all to break. You could tell my confidence in my contraptions. So let me run you through what we've done here. So these are just regular rails that we've run underneath. By the way, the first time I built this, I built it in the wrong track, so it wouldn't actually harvest all the crops in a row. And then what I've done is I've set it up with a analog lever so I control the speed. So I've set it to 5, which was a little fast, but I think is fine. And then I've used controller rails, or did I say? Yeah, I've used analog levers and controller rails. Controller rails, you do speed based off of redstone signal. And then analog levers, you can select, I think, up to like 14 different notches of speed. Wow, I can't believe that just worked. Now we just got to figure out how to power the rest of this. All right. So I don't know how much editing I'm going to include from the last clip you probably saw to now. But it's been close to 4 hours of work to get all of this up and running, especially in a survival world. If you haven't already dropped a like, please drop a like because this is insanity. So I'm just going to show you. We're going to start our machine up. It's going to look like I've destroyed the ground, which I really have. And when we start it up, our tractor is going to drive around and harvest all of our crops. There's not much that's actually ready to be harvested, but we'll see as it turns around and continues to move through and harvest more and more and more of the crops. And it will harvest our entire farm. We're going to need to get out of the way, though, before this thing kills me. It has been a journey and a half to get this thing to actually work properly. But it looks awesome in the end. We actually have a tractor that works. So I'm actually going to end the video here with a tractor that is up and running. It will actually harvest our farm for us, but it looks like trash on the outside. I haven't terraformed anything, so it's just straight up holes in the ground for all of the rails. We don't have a barn. We don't have any type of way of pulling the items out of the tractor just yet, but we have a tractor. And it has been close to probably maybe 13 hours of footage for this episode, so I hope it's not that long. But I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like. Feel free to subscribe. And I think I'm going to go get myself some more coffee so I can edit this episode. But yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next one.